Can you hear my background? Like, can you hear Jacob in the background and stuff?
Just a little bit of it. It's not a distraction. It
Okay.
just shows that you have activities going on now.
All right. Cool. All right. Okay. You ready?
I am.
All right, guys, how you guys doing? My name is Coach Carlos. I am the head coach here at Champions Great Kids After School Program, and we have Coach Shannon, who is our after school and summer camp director. Guys,
Hey guys.
we're going to be going over what to expect for our first winter camp break that we have coming up this year for 2021. We're going to go over some of the things that our camp is about and our expectations of your children and of the family, and what you can expect from our camp as far as our team and our staff and everything goes as far as camp goes. So guys, we're really excited to have you guys join us. Some of you have been in our programs, have done mini camps with us, so you kind of know the lay of the land and what we do in our program, but we do also have quite a few new people that are coming in and going to be experiencing our winter break camp for the first time, and we think it's going to be a great time for everybody. So again, as I said, my name is Coach Carlos. I am actually the head coach and owner of Champions Great Kids After School Program, and this is Coach Shannon. She and I are going to kind of go through kind of what to expect next week for you guys and what we're going to be doing. So first, I'm going to say our camp starts. We have early drop off as early as 7:30. And we have late pickup up until 5:30. Now, ideally, our camp time, the active camp. So we have, our what we call our chill time, and then we have what we call active time, right? So our active camp time is between 9 and 4 p.m., right? So anyone that needs to drop off a little early because you have to get to work a little early, we open up as early as 7:30. But we don't actually start the activities until 9. So what we highly recommend that you do, if your children have electronics, things that they like to use, this kind of kill a little bit of time, they're welcome to bring that and use that during our chill time. We also will have areas in our facility where we have the TVs going. We'll have some TV shows going kind of in the morning, just to give them something to kind of, keep them in a spot where they're able to kind of just chill and relax until we start our morning activities. Now, for the most case, every morning when you guys come in, you'll greet Miss Shannon. Coach Shannon will be here to greet you guys and get you all settled in and get everybody in the place that they got to be as we're getting ready to go for camp. Now, again, as you all know, we're still in this COVID thing and everything's kind of going on with that. So I'll kind of tell you our COVID procedures and what to expect in our camp and throughout the day of our camp. So when everyone comes in, all of our staff, all the families, all the kids, everyone has to wear a mask for the whole day of our camp. And again, this is just part of the CDC rules that everyone's got to kind of follow when they're in space. So everyone has to wear a mask the whole day. Now, throughout the day, we'll have the kids take a mask break when they need a mask break. When they're eating, or if they're having a morning snack, afternoon snack, obviously don't have to have the mask on during that time. But we will keep them socially distanced as well during that time. Throughout our camp, our camp is an active camp, so we will do our due diligence to keep the kids as socially distanced as possible. But there's certain things that that we do where there is going to be some interaction with within the space. So, but again, with everyone wearing their masks, and we make sure everyone, when you come in, we have a hand sanitizing station that you're going to have your hands clean. We also have a temperature check space as well. And then throughout the day, we will be cleaning the kids' hands with our hand sanitizer that we have, just in our spray bottles and everything. So these are some of the things that we're taking into place to help keep our camp as safe as possible. We've been very fortunate that we ran our summer camp last year, averaged about 45 kids a week, and it was a great camp, and we had no issues, and we were able to kind of move in the direction of having a successful camp for our kids. And we look forward to this being the same way. But again, this is our protocol when you're moving in. When you come in, everyone that comes in will have to have a mask on, and they have to make sure they do their temperature check and have their hands sanitized before they come into the facility. And then again, Coach Shannon will tell you where to go from that point. Is there anything I missed as far as our safety protocols that we're going to be trying to follow?
Not to start the morning off, no.
Okay.
But make
again,
sure, as a suggestion, if children are going to bring in an electronic, that they have maybe either a piece of painter's tape on it or something with their name on it, so we know it's theirs.
Yeah, that's going to be important too. And usually what we would do is we will give them a time they got to put all the electronics away. And maybe, Shannon, what we'll do this time, how we have the little electronic box that we usually have. Maybe what we'll do is we'll put everyone's electronics in there. And then this way, at the end of the day, they can collect them at the end of the day when it's time to go for our chill time later on. Again, parents, if your children are bringing these electronics in, we are not responsible for those electronics. So if they go missing or if they break or anything of that nature, that is not our responsibility. Again, we're just saying that you can send them with them, but it's not something that we're going to be liable for, or we want to have any liability for that. So again, we will take them when we start our day, put them in a secure place. At which point, when the day is done, they will get their Kindles and iPads back. So any other thing as far as the morning and what we got going on as far as that part?
Not until the day starts.
All right. Okay. So, Shannon, I'm going to let you kind of go ahead and kind of elaborate on what our day will look like for the kids. And then from there, I'll come back in and chime in on a couple things that I want to make sure parents understand and kids understand. Go ahead.
Sure. Our day starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. We will break the children down according to their age. We try and keep kindergartners and first graders together, our second and third graders in a similar group, and then our older kids, fourth grade and higher, in their own group. And depending on how the day goes, we have half-hour intervals of activities, and that includes morning snack and afternoon snack. We'll throw in some activity games, got a great sports curriculum that we'll be doing, as well as some educational videos. Really looking forward to having some fun with these guys because I know they've been working really hard at school.
And so there'll be arts and crafts in there as well. And then also, guys, we're going to be pulling out our bounce houses. We do have bounce houses that we have that can fit inside our facility. So we'll have those.
Forgot about those.
Yeah, we'll do that a couple times next week as well. And again, guys, everything is going to be fun. It's going to be safe. But the most important thing is we want to make sure the kids are able to kind of have a release and kind of have some socialization with other kids in a fun and obviously safe environment. So that's kind of how the day is going to break up. As Shannon said, again, is we're going to have half-hour intervals going from one thing to the next. Now, what ends up happening is, let's say we have one group that's doing snack, another group may be doing basketball, and another group may be doing arts and craft. And then what happens is we just kind of rotate the schedule throughout the day. So everyone will have the opportunity to experience each part of the day, but it will be at a different time. So no one's doing the same thing at the same time. Everyone's doing something a little different, which actually makes it really unique, really awesome. And with it being a half-hour intervals, it's like they go from one thing right to the next, and it's just like a pop, 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 pop. It makes the day go by really, really fast, but the kids are just having a blast and having a great time with the things that we're doing for them. So that is a basic day of what our camp would look like. Every day is going to be a little different. Tentatively, we have everything scheduled how we want it to go, but as you guys know, sometimes things change. So we may have to change a couple things here and there. But ideally, we have it scheduled where it is. It's awesome. It's nonstop, action, changing different things, stimulating their mind, stimulating their body, and just making an amazing camp experience for them. So we do have some expectations though, right? So a couple of things is this, behavior is really, really important to us. Our program is called Great Kids. And the reason why I named it Great Kids is because we really believe that we have great kids in our program, and we really want the best kids coming to our program. Now, are kids going to be kids? Absolutely. We understand that, right? And we have a lot of patience and a lot of tolerance, not tolerance, but a level of acceptance and understanding for kids and things that may happen within their time, within their day. And we do our very best to work with them. But again, when it comes down to being great kids make great choices, right? So when we talk about great kids making great choices, some of the choices that we try to make sure our kids are reminded of is that, one, when a staff member asks them to follow a certain direction or expectation, that all the kids choose to follow that direction or that expectation. Again, great kids at some point become great leaders, right? So what we want to do is we want to train them, and not train them, but help guide them along the way to making great choices. Now, we do have sometimes just some moments where we have kids that may not make the right choice or the best choice. And when that happens, we do have a procedure that we follow. We have a verbal warning that we would give the child. Then we will have the time where that child will have the opportunity, if they're not able to get on task and follow what we need them to follow, we will have them sit out for a brief amount of time. And if the behavior continues, now the behaviors become a pattern. And if we can't redirect the pattern, we then have a conversation with the parent, and we will write that person up. And then if it continues as a continued behavior, then they will be dismissed from our camp. Now, again, being dismissed from our camp, there is no refunds if your child is dismissed from our camp. Again, we're expecting that you're sending your child to our kids camp, which is called a Great Kids Camp, because you believe that they can follow and meet the expectations that we need them to follow in our program. And again, it's a great program. And again, we have a great kids. We have zero tolerance for bullying. Now, and again, when we speak of bullying, bullying comes in different forms, right? If a kid is targeting another kid, that is what we look at in the form of bullying. If kids are laughing at each other and kind of going back and forth a little bit, we kind of dissect that a little bit more and get a little more into the detail of what's happening with it. But when it seems like it's a targeting situation, that's when we step in and we really kind of get into it. And again, we have zero tolerance for that. So we want to make sure that your children understand that. And if this is something that we got to work on, we're here to help your kids grow and develop, right? So if it's something that we see that's happening, but it's not a mean spirited type of thing, we'll try to help guide them and explain it to them why they can't do certain things, or why a person may have felt this way, or why they shouldn't have taken what the person said in a personal way and felt like they were being attacked or being bullied, right? So there's a fine balance of growth and development that we have the opportunity to work with the kids on. But again, if we see it as a pattern of behavior of someone is just kind of having us a difficult time in our program and not meeting those expectations, they will be dismissed from our program. Again, this is really important because we need to have a safe environment for all the kids that come in, because all great kids make great choices. So that's kind of our policy as far as that goes. And again, when it comes to our staff, we have an amazing staff. Ideally, we're going to have 3 staff members on every day and every shift. So we'll have a morning shift, we'll have an afternoon shift, but we're always going to have at least 3 staff members on, possibly 4, depending on the days that we have going and what we got going on during the day. But that being said, the kids have to make sure they're following our staff direction, because again, we want to make sure the environment to be safe, fun, and enjoyable for everyone. And when we have students that are not following those same patterns, the things that we need to do, it disrupts the flow of what we're trying to accomplish for your children, for the kids in our camp. So we just want to make sure that everybody is coming in and everybody is making great choices and everyone is being great kids. And then our great staff is going to help them have an amazing winter break camp. Shannon, is there anything that I missed within what I was speaking on our expectations for the kids?
I believe you've hit everything.
Oh,
Also, the only thing I remember from some of the bullying workshops that you have done is not only is it targeting an individual, but also excluding an individual.
yep, yep, yep.
Kind of that pack mentality. Oh no, we're not going to with that child or that group of kids. So that's
Yep.
another form of bullying that we are aware of, and we can remedy that situation.
Yes, and again, so again, parents and families, as you guys, when you come into our program, like we want to help the kids to be able to grow and develop within their time with us, right? So we don't want them to just come just have fun, right? We want them to learn something. We want them to take something away from our camp. We want them to experience the camp, but also be able to take something out of it that can help them in their daily life and everything they have going on through life, right? So no matter what it could be, whether it be bullying, whether it be not giving up, whether it be completing a task, whether it be working together as a team, like all these things are things that we're going to be trying to produce in our camp, and maybe not having the word to it, but the action and the development is all going to be geared towards that. So again, it's going to be an amazing camp. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be great. I think there was one other thing that I meant to mention, and it just slipped my head here. So give me 1 second. Shannon, is there anything you want to add? I'm hoping that it'll click back to me that I may have missed. Oh, okay, I got it. So also, so it's winter break camp, right? And in theory, it's wintertime. So it's cold, it's snow, and everything else. But there may be a time during the week that we will take the kids out for a walk, right? They won't play in the snow. We won't allow them to get in the snow, but we do kind of do a little walk in our spring break camp and our summer camp. We do a little walk in the community just to get the kids outside and get them some fresh air. I'm not going to say that's going to happen every day, but it can happen on any of the days that we have camp going on, right? So any moment, maybe after lunch, they'll go for a walk or something like that, right? So what we want to do is we want to make sure that when the kids come in, that they have the proper clothing to be outside, right? I know I got a couple of my kids that they just love wearing shorts. They don't care how cold it is, but they just love wearing shorts. Okay. It's going to be important that even though they enjoy wearing shorts, that they do have something warm to be able to put on. So if we do decide to go outside and go for that walk, that the kids, that we had that ability for them. All right. So that was one thing I wanted to make sure that we mentioned. I'm going to be sending out a digital form for all the families. When I fill out this digital form, I need you guys to fill out. It's very simple. You can do it on your phone, or you can do it on a computer. It's simple, easy, but it's going to give us the list of people that will that will be picking up, right? Usually what happens is when we do our camps, because we're not a licensed daycare, technically we're not allowed to have like a list and that and other, but we do make sure we're watching, who's picking up. We don't just let the kids go with anybody. But in the first couple days, as you guys are coming in, as we get to know you and your family, we may ask for your ID as you're picking up the kids. So like I may meet you and I may know who you are. Coach Shannon may meet you. She may know who you are, but maybe our afternoon staff may not be aware of who you may be. So it's important that they are able to kind of identify you with the child and things like that. So we want to make sure that when you do come in, that you do bring your ID just in case we do ask for it. If you have someone that is going to be picking up your child and they're not on our list that you're going to give us, just give us a call, let us know, say, hey, my neighbor's gonna be picking up, this is their name. They're gonna be grabbing so-and-so at this time. Is that okay? And we'll let our staff know as well. And at that time, we may ask for their ID just to verify that it is the person that you said was gonna be picking up. So that's kind of our protocol as far as that goes, guys. Again, if you can kind of help us out with that by just having the ID available. If we ask for your ID, just kind of show the ID and it just kind of helps us keep everybody safe. We also have Snack Shack, guys. I believe Shannon mentioned that before. Our Snack Shack, if they don't have a morning snack and a PM snack, we do have a Snack Shack, and we have snacks there. It's like $1 to $2 for water, drinks, and other snacks that we have. So if you want to send them with a couple of dollars a day, that's fine. Kids usually enjoy buying something from the Snack Shack, as you may be aware, because they want to buy some every time you go somewhere to the store with them, right? So we want to make sure you have that available to you. They will need a morning snack, they will need a PM snack, and they will need lunch every day. And we do not have the ability to warm up any food, so please don't send anything that needs to go into a microwave, that needs to be warmed up. And we also will not have the ability to store any cold food. So just make sure they have the right cooling system they need in their food or whatever they need for their day. I think that's pretty much it. Shannon, anything else that you could think of that I missed? I know I get talking about blah, 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 blah. Just want to make sure I don't miss anything for these guys. I want to make sure they're ready for this camp.
As a parent myself, when it comes to the Snack Shack, I always ask if there are any restrictions. We do offer candy and chips and granola bars and fruit snacks, but if a parent does allow their child to have money to purchase a snack, do you want them to have candy every single day? So it's just something that the coaches can be aware of. This mom said they can have one piece of candy a day, or they can have one special treat on a Friday. It's just, as a parent, I like that, knowing that they're not just going to have carte blanche. And when they come home and they are sugar high, even though we
wait. You mean to tell me that we can't have our camp go, get them all tired out, and then when we do the afternoon snack, they can't have like 6 packs of Starburst all at one time?
Besides a bellyache that I would have, I don't advise it, but we'll leave that up to the parents.
All right, fine.
But as a parent, I always ask, and I know there are some parents that appreciate just us asking. That it shows them that we are looking out for their child.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. So again, guys, listen, we're real excited about next week. We can't wait to meet you all and meet our families. Again, we have a lot of families that are already in our program that signed up, but we have a lot of new families that are joining us, and we're really excited to give you guys an amazing experience, and look forward to seeing you joining us for our spring break camp and for our awesome summer camp that we have. And then if you need a after school program or remote learning program, we have those programs available to you as well. But this is a great opportunity for us to kind of really show you guys exactly what it's like to be at a great kids camp. And it's really an awesome camp. You guys are gonna love it. All right. So with that, I don't think I have anything else. Shannon, if you have something else. No. All right. Good.
I do not. I'm just looking forward to seeing all the kids' smiling faces.
All right. So listen, guys, we're gonna send this video out to you all. Watch it with your families. Watch it with the kids. Kind of let them know what our expectations are and what we're going to be doing. And then if you have any questions, please feel free to email us at info@ctchampionsma.com, or you can shoot us a text at 315-491-8822 if you have any questions on anything that we spoke on today. All right, guys. Thank you. We look forward to seeing you guys next week. Have an amazing weekend. And if you're coming to our Parents' Night Out tomorrow, it's going to be aliens evading. We're going to be doing our Nerf battles. It's going to be a lot of fun. So again, some of you guys we may see before winter break camp. All right, guys, have a great day, great weekend, and we'll see you all soon. Bye now. Thank you.